Now the cardiac axis. It is the sum of all the depolarization waves as they spread through the ventricle as seen from the front. Axis determination. Axis can be derived most easily from the amplitude of the QRS complex in lead 1, lead 2 and lead 3. The greatest amplitude of R wave in lead 1 or 2 or 3 indicates the proximity of cardiac axis to that lead. The axis lies at 90° to the isoelectric complex, that is positive and negative deflections are equal in any of the lead 1, 2, 3, AVL, AVR and AVF. Normal axis is between -30° to 90°. Quick and simple way of determination of cardiac axis. Positive QRS in both lead 1 and lead 2 means axis is normal. Positive QRS in lead 1 and negative in lead 3, tall R in lead 1 and deep S in lead 3 means left axis deviation. Negative QRS in lead 1 and positive in lead 3, tall R in lead 3 and deep S in lead 1 means right axis deviation. Now left axis deviation. When the cardiac axis is between -30° to -90°, then it is called left axis deviation. Causes are normal variant with increased age, left ventricular hypertrophy, left anterior hemiblock, left bundle branch block, inferior myocardial infarction, T from apex of left ventricle, WPW syndrome in some cases, pacing from the apex of the right or left ventricle, endocardial pacing and emphysema. This is an ECG of left axis deviation. Here in lead 1 there is positive R wave and in lead 3 there is deep S wave. For this reason it is called left axis deviation. Now right axis deviation. When the cardiac axis is between +90° to 180°, the causes are normal variant common in children and young adult, right ventricular hypertrophy due to any cause such as chronic pulmonary embolism, congenital heart disease, that is tetralogy of Fallot, anterolateral myocardial infarction, high lateral MI, left posterior hemiblock, dextrocardia, WPW syndrome in type A, right bundle branch block, epicardial pacing. This is an ECG of right axis deviation. Here we are seeing that in lead 1 there is deep S wave and in lead 3 there is tall R wave. So it is, for this reason it is right axis deviation. Now what is intermediate axis? Occurs when QRS lies between +180 and -90°. This term is used when the exact axis cannot be determined. All 6 limb leads are biphasic. Now normal variance in ECG. In an ECG, occasionally there are certain findings detected which are the normal variance observed in healthy individuals. These are commonly found in young adults and children. That is early repolarization syndrome in young black males, left ventricular hypertrophy in children and young adults, short PR interval, right axis deviation in children and young adults, sinus arrhythmia with or without wandering pacemaker, low voltage in obese people, first degree heart block, Wenckebach's phenomenon, juvenile T-wave pattern in children and young adults. Careful interpretation is essential for the diagnosis. Details, history and physical findings should be correlated with the ECG findings. Thank you friends.